Hello there. Over the next few minutes we're going to be talking about RIASA, but what exactly is it? A unique blend of football and education. And joining me is the Chief Executive of RIASA, David Baldwin.
Hello there, how are you?
David, tell us a bit more. What is it about?
Well, RIASA really is an opportunity for the international student to be able to come to the UK to train full-time as a football player within an academy environment, as well as have studies at an undergraduate degree level. That's a fully accredited American degree, accredited by the Middle States, and really it's an opportunity to showcase their football abilities, but again, more importantly, to be able to develop an education and achieve a degree on ending the programme.
And it's international, fully international. Anyone from around the world can take part.
We already have a established number of students on the programme and students graduating that come from North America, Canada, Hong Kong, the Middle East. So the programme is a truly international blend of students.
Well, that is the overview. A little bit later on we will be meeting one of RIASA's many successes. But let's find out what it's like on the field. Let's hear from some of the coaches.
I've been involved in the programme for 19 years as a player manager, at top flight clubs as well. And I'll probably compare the training that I received as a player is on a par as the training we do here at RIASA. Even my own boys, they're involved in professional academy clubs. They come back to me and say, "Dad, we've done these drills today." So we take all the different new ideas on board and we project out to the players out there in the training pitch. And the most important thing for me is that players have a memorable, enjoyable football experience. And if they don't, I just put things into perspective. I think, how would my boys like to be treated if they're away in another country? And that's what we're trying to make it, a memorable experience for them. RIASA is unique in the respect where it's not just a football experience, it's an education experience as well. It's a well-rounded programme, and the boys will come here, the boys will come here and they'll get educated in football and educated when they're doing a degree as well. So that is very, very unique. The facilities here are absolute first class. The accommodation in classrooms are superb. The gym facilities are very good, and of course the pitches as well are fantastic all year round. What do I look in a student athlete? Well-rounded individual who's willing to learn with his academic side, with his education, but also the athletic side, the football side, where he'll take responsibility. He's willing to mix in with his other teammates. He'll develop as an individual, willing to learn, and just be part of a team. So it's a whole big package. It makes the ideal footballer. This isn't just all about football. We take the academics very, very serious indeed, and that's the way we've got to look at it. Because they're here for two reasons: education and football, and we've got to make that as memorable as possibly memorable experience as we possibly can.
Well, that's the situation on the field. What about the classroom and the student experience? What's that like, David?
Well, the programme is absolutely imperative that we have to strike a balance between the football training and the academics, and certainly, the primary thing, and from a parental perspective, is that you want to know that your son or daughter are coming over on the programme, are coming here to experience a rounded education and a rounded ability to achieve that graduate degree. So for us, training is suspended if they don't meet their study criteria. So it's not a case of all play, no work, which we think is very important. And second to that, we want them to integrate within the student life and the student hub of the university campus. So absolutely involved in any extracurricular activities that go on. And certainly making sure that academic standards are maintained at all times.
So the learning is very important with the football and the education as well. Now, you are also, of course, the Chief Executive of Bradford City, as well as being Chief Executive of RIASA. How does that work?
Well, really, in the sense that the programme was set up to, as well as to educate and to develop as footballers, what we wanted to do is to give players that showcase opportunity, the ability to live the dream and potentially achieve professional football status. We have success stories in the programme already, a number of, one playing in the UK, 3 playing in Finland professionally, 1 playing in Norway, and the outlets are there for both the European national students, as well as the North American and international students who can play in other aspects of Europe. So, but the key balance is to turn around and say is that we're here to educate them, we're here to give them a football experience, and we're here to give them showcase opportunities. Now, my job at Bradford means that we get an opportunity to look at players, and one of our players, Naki Wells, is an example of a student that's come through that programme who I believe you'll be speaking to later. But in terms of the reason the programme is kept independent as a standalone is that not every player can come to Bradford, and what we want to do is give a broader spectrum of showcasing. So RIASA as a brand will put out games against various professional clubs within the UK framework. We've also played games abroad in Spain and in Holland, and I know that was a fantastic cultural experience for those students, but as well it was to be showcased in a broader environment. So the relationship is that, yes, any player that has that European heritage, Bradford likes the opportunity to get first refusal, and that's a privileged position to be in. But importantly, from the RIASA perspective, is to be able to give any players that have got that ability a platform to be shown and an environment where they would be eligible to play.
So you've been going 4 years, and we are coming to the end of the first 4 years for the Pioneers. So let's meet one of those who's about to graduate.
One of my favorite experiences while being here is the fact that we got to travel and play those games against Ajax, Villarreal, and Real Sociedad, because it was really interesting to see the way they interpreted the passing football, short playing from the back, and just the way all three of them did it was slightly different, and that was probably one of my favorite things. Well, I'm hoping to be the first RIASA graduate, and pending some exam results, that should be true. And football-wise, I guess I had the privilege of playing with Guiseley for a short period when I was here, also with Eccleshill and Garforth Town. Last year I was kindly voted Player of the Season by guys on the team, and was named Eccleshill's Player of the Season. So RIASA, I feel, gave me the opportunity to not just grow as a football player, but as a person and academically as well.
A well-rounded programme then, giving players the best possible chance of success. RIASA certainly helped this man realise his dream.
Stands one up towards the back post. Thompson's in there. Thompson with a header. Well, surely. Yes! He's got the goal! He just lost scoring against Northampton, and he's done it again. And City could be home and hose before half-time here. They are heading back to League One. They lead by 3 goals to 0.
Well, he's played twice at Wembley. He's the leading goal scorer for League One Bradford City. He is, of course, Naki Wells. How did it all start for you, Naki?
I'm winding back to when I was 19. You know, I had previous opportunities come over to play professionally. I didn't really make the most of those opportunities. I sort of made excuses when I should have taken them up, and it was getting a bit late for me. You know, I always wanted to come to university in the UK, but with that, I wanted to be a professional footballer. And my father did some research to try and figure out what was the best route and how that it can help me. And he just so the RIASA program was just starting. We did our research on it, and it sounded like a lovely opportunity for me. And I think it's probably the best thing that's happened for me so far.
Well, you were a pioneer, weren't you? What was it like in those early days? Because everybody was learning. Yeah,
absolutely. Everybody was learning. I got a fantastic opportunity from the program. The ones who run it have some amazing careers, and to be coached by certain people and how the program's run, they have a very good idea and background of the professional game. And with that, the program was set up perfectly for opportunities to come along for you to be seen at a professional level. And with that, I was able to get my opportunity.
Would you have made it without RIASA?
Probably not in the fashion that I did. It probably would have been a lot harder. I can't guarantee it would have happened, because coming over, who do you speak to? How do you get these opportunities? You have to be noticed as a very good player. And I think the fact that I had the opportunity to showcase those skills against professional clubs whilst learning the English game was important for me. So I would say I felt I had the ability, I just didn't have the opportunity, and that was the perfect opportunity for me. And you know, I'm thankful for everyone that helped me to get those opportunities, and you know, I don't think it's no looking back now.
You started at Carlisle United, so how did Bradford City come about?
You know, I was in the program, I was doing well at the time, enjoying my studies, enjoying the opportunities that was put in front of me, the showcase matches, and you know, I was doing quite well, and they thought I was the bright star in the group. And you know, I was always the one chomping at the bit. I want that opportunity. I was on Mark Ellis all the time that, you know, I want to make it as a pro. You know, university was very important to me, but you know, I wanted that opportunity because I knew I had already given up one, and I knew I probably had one more chance. And he knew Greg Abbott up at Carlisle, and he thought, you know, maybe at that time Bradford City wasn't the best place for me, and he thought Carlisle might have suited me more. I went up there, I didn't have the best of times. It was a good eye-opener. And with the little bit of experience I had already gained from the English game whilst being over, it helped me. So it didn't go too well. I was released. The first person I rang was Dave Baldwin. You know, what happens next? You know, he had good insight. He works with Bradford, also run the program, and he immediately said, well, I can get you a trial at Bradford City. And with that, I came in hungry as ever. I didn't take a break off over the summer, and I came back as fit as possible because I knew that could be the last bite at the cherry. And winding back to then, it was a very difficult time, even for Bradford City. I mean, it wasn't the best of times, and it worked out well for me. I broke into the squad probably earlier than a lot expected, and I think I just took my opportunity. And like I said, the knowledge that the people involved with R.I.A.S.A had allowed me to get the opportunity.
So how does it feel being a role model for the program? Because you are.
Yeah, I mean, I presume a lot will look up to me, and I can understand that, and I'll take that leadership and try to lead the way for others, because that's exactly what the country needs. I mean, there's a lot of talent around the world, not just in the UK, and I won't be surprised if there's a few others that follow my path real soon. I think, but with me being the first one to make it, I think it puts a platform there for the program to say, this can definitely help you, and I definitely agree with it.
Well, there you are, the Nahki Wells story. A late starter, but almost a finished product. And thanks to R.I.A.S.A. Nahki, thank you very much.